Hey, good morning, guys. How is everybody doing? Yeah, I am so sick of over here where I live at. They fixing the water. They started fixing the water yesterday, and they had to turn the water off. And this morning, I'm in the kitchen just to cleaning up. And I start running water, and I notice it's off again. We get an email. We're gonna be fixing the water. It should be finished today. It was an emergency. I'm like, Lord, I'm sick of this mess. It better be done by the end of about this afternoon because I'm going to a dinner for my daughter's birthday. I was supposed to be out this morning going to get, as they say, my face beat. How is everybody doing this morning? I want to talk about news and politics, especially Memphis news and politics. I should have put Memphis news and politics, but I was going to add some more stuff that I have been looking at up in there. This war is extremely interesting that we have going on. And I kind of been watching it quietly pretty closely because, you know, I don't know what to think at this point. But I was looking at how Memphis is in the news again. And crime has consistently started to ascend steadily. Now, it was already high, but when the National Guard came into Memphis, it started to go down a little bit, right? It started to descend, but I'm seeing it starting to gradually move back up again steadily, and we're actually fast, okay? People are back out, and what's so devastating to me is like those politicians that I was looking at on TV that was devastated, that was pissed off that the National Guard was in Memphis. Um, you don't hear them having those, you don't see them having those press conferences again that crime is back up, people are being shot and killed, all of that radio silent, okay? But when the National Guard had these thugs where they did not want to come out of the house, okay, they were scared to come out of the house. A lot of the politicians in Memphis was pissed off. Okay, they was mad because what Trump did was the federal dollars that was sent in to the city because of the high crime and was given to the politicians to try, I guess, and get a hold on crime, which they never do that. he they didn't necessarily send that money in. What they started doing, hey Angel, what they started doing was, Angel, we'll be right back on point starting in the morning at 7 o'clock. What they started doing was be quiet, Roscoe. um what he gave the money to the National Guard and all of that. Now at some point, now the National Guard, they was pulling over in and everybody, even people that was working every day. Now I think they should have minimized that. I think that's what a lot of the working people was mad, is like, you pulling over the innocent people. But as far as like being out in these hoods, now I was in Castelia the other day. I did a video. I don't feel like uploading it from my phone. Let me see. I was in Castelia the other day. I had a case, and they was over there at at that store that those dudes we at in Dolphinland. They was over there. Hold on. Look at my Nuki and my Fruki. I don't know where my phone at. Where I recorded them. They was standing out at the store, I guess as a deterrent. I don't have it. It's in my other phone. I don't know where that phone is, child. I have so many phones. I don't be being more knowing. where they be at. Oh, thanks for the cash apps. I don't turn this phone on much when it comes on. When I ain't have it lost, when it's not lost, I'll be sending me cash apps. I appreciate it. Hey onesie. But they were just standing out there. It was about 10 of them. So when I drove past the store, y'all, as I drove, turned on the street, drove past the store. So the National Guard standing out there at the store. Y'all know where Dogland is, right? So I drove on up the street going to it, my location. A lot of the boys that be at the store, they was in their yards. They were, they was posted up in their yards outside. I hollered. I said, Lord, what they just they still outside, they just in the yard, okay? So I don't know why they so hard on the guys at Dolphland. When I'm over that way, they real nice to me over there at Dolphland. I went over there to Dolphland. I was over in Dolphland probably about 2.5 weeks ago or something like that. And trust me, these are different cases. So I turned on that street. As soon as I turned on the street, I was like, dog, what's up, Cypress? I was like, dog, like I saw a guy in a wheelchair. He coming across, he almost walking though. It's like he was pulling the wheelchair along. He almost walking though. And so and when I looked at him, I said, that looked like Nooski. And so just from looking at him, I could see him far away. I had my glasses on. Okay. Y'all know I got them good glasses now. So I could see him far off. But I had to stop because he saw me coming, like he came right out in the street in front of me. Okay. He came right out in the street in front of me. So I stopped and said something to him. He was really nice. I was like, your name Nooski? He was like, yeah, where I know you from? I was like, I started talking to him. And then he was like, all right, mama, and gave me a fist bump or whatever y'all call it. And then one day I had to go into I had to go into the store to see something. I had to see if they had some video. And so I was sitting in the car, I was looking at Dolphin. I was getting my folders and stuff together. So I rolled the window down, I took a picture. And one of the guys was like, you can get out and come and take a picture. We're not gonna do nothing. I said, okay, I'm gonna come over there. I gotta go and in the store and take care of some business. When I come out, I'm gonna come out and take some pictures. I said, I wanted y'all to know I ain't taking pictures of y'all. Okay. It was like, no, you good, auntie. They was really nice. They really cool up there at the store. That's why I don't understand why the National Guard messing with my little kids, because they young enough to be my kids. But but I said that to say this: you do see them like randomly now in random places. I did see them one day. I was in North Memphis. It was one morning. I was in North Memphis. I had something to do, and they were heavily saturated. The troopers and the National Guard, and they started chasing this car. It was like right there, like I forget that street, like right after you turn off of Thomas. I forget. So I guess it was Fraser going into North Memphis. So you see them randomly. I used to see them in South Memphis all the time. I forget that street they used to be on. The FBI would be standing out there, but like I said, you don't see them as much. Like it's almost like it's random. It's not every day. And so crime is gradually going back up. Crime is gradually going back up, which is just absolutely crazy on a whole nother level. Like you had the politicians screaming and pissing and moaning about the National Guard being in and crime going down. That's basically what they was mad about. Crime was going down and they weren't able to get the funds in that they was used to funneling and putting back in their pocket, because crime pays. But as soon as crime starts, they was having TV conferences and press conferences. As soon as they start trying to phase the National Guard out, they radio silent. So they really don't care about these Black boys and girls killing each other. Okay. As long as they can get some money in, because they don't live in the hoods. A lot of them, they're supposed to run in their districts, but this is what happens. They have houses, those old houses that they grew up in. They still use those addresses of their mom or their dad. They don't really live in those houses, or the family houses. Their mom and dad died, left it as a family house, so they use those addresses. But they live in way out in Lakeland or in Arlington or something like that. So they're not in the hoods anymore, although they use their old addresses of the hood that they grew up in. And so they couldn't give a damn about these folks killing each other or what's going on with the everyday people that is left in the hoods. And that is what has me pissed off. Okay. I'm looking at I'll be looking at the Memphis news. They said that DoorDash carjacking renews calls for Memphis police action. Okay. Now they want some action again. Okay. Hold on. Let me pull this up.
United with his car after he was carjacked and robbed.
Hold on, you are.
And also topping the 10 tonight, a Memphis DoorDash driver has been reunited with his car after he was carjacked and robbed while making a delivery at Country View Apartments this morning. Hello, I'm Greg Hurst. Our Caitlin Barker is live to tell us why some say
I think that's
like
North Memphis.
make them want more law enforcement in Memphis. Caitlin, what do you know?
Good evening, Greg. Well, one woman I spoke to was very passionate about keeping Memphis safe, and she believes the only way to do that is by having more law enforcement on the streets.
I'm not surprised.
That's one reaction after hearing about the DoorDash delivery driver who was robbed at gunpoint and carjacked this morning. Thankfully, the victim is okay, but this woman, who does not want to be identified, believes crimes like this are just another reason for the task force to stay.
They need to send some more of them out here because it's getting hot outside and Memphis people are going crazy already.
According to the City of Memphis Safer Communities dashboard, murders, aggravated assault, sexual assault, and robberies are all down compared to 2025, but it's only March.
The shootings, the killings, all that, and it's not even fully hot outside. So when it really gets hot outside, it's going to be horrible.
While some locals are concerned about crime and the task force, others, like Ian Jolly, are not.
I didn't really have a problem with anything. I've never really had a problem. I just think people don't go out as much.
Now, we reached out to DoorDash for a comment on the carjacking, and they told me they're actively investigating the incident. I'm Caitlin Barker reporting live for your news leader.
Okay. Right. It's not hot outside. It gets worse when it gets hot. Okay.
Now, family and friends are in mourning tonight after a 6-year-old boy is killed after sadly being hit by a car in Frazier. Police say the little guy was hit at the intersection of Signal Street and Whitney Avenue and later died at Le Bonheur. A driver was arrested and charged. WRG's Mike Suriani is live at MPD's Austin Peay Station with reaction to this horrifying set of circumstances. Mike?
Hey, good afternoon, Greg. Yes, a very sad situation. A 6-year-old boy struck and killed Thursday just feet away from his home on Whitney Avenue in Fraser. Now, family still too upset to talk to me, but a neighbor described what she heard and saw Thursday.
Well, I was walking through the house and I heard an impact, and I thought it was a car wreck.
Helen Carter lives on Whitney Avenue in Fraser, close enough Thursday afternoon to see and hear neighbors traumatized after a young boy was struck by a car.
When I came out, his family was screaming and running up and down the street, and she said a 6-year-old baby was hit by the car. All I know is she said he was playing with a ball. That's all I know. And they were crowded over there, and they were covering him up, and cars were everywhere.
According to Memphis police, the youngster was in the westbound lane of Whitney Avenue when he was struck by a car going west on Whitney near Signal Street. The driver of the car, identified as 23-year-old Kenyante Goss, remained on the scene and was charged with driving while license suspended, revoked, or canceled, and financial responsibility law violation. The youngster was pronounced deceased at Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. Helen Carter still can't believe what happened and says vehicles are always speeding by her house and accidents are commonplace.
It was loud. It was a horrible impact. That's all I know. I was like, they done had a wreck out here again.
She says crashed vehicles normally end up in her front yard. Friday, no one in the victim's family wanted to speak about the 6-year-old, as balloons and stuffed animals are the only reminders of Thursday's chaos.
And it was covered with people. It was a lot of people. A couple of vans came right here, and it was the National Guards that came out of the van, which shocked me. But it was a horrible scene.
It's sad. And you have to watch children when they're out there, playing ball, because the ball when they're out there playing ball, the ball will roll out in the street. And a lot of times kids not thinking, because a 6-year-old is still a baby. They'll run out there, just not thinking, they're babies, they're children. They'll run out there after the ball. But here's the thing, that is a residential neighborhood. And you already don't got a damn driver's license. Okay. They got it for financial responsibility. The reason why she probably has not been charged with vehicular homicide, and which I'm not going to rule that out, is probably because the child ran out in front of her. But that's a residential neighborhood. So I'm sure that there's a speed limit. You going that fast that you hit a baby that hard. He couldn't have survived if she heard a crash. She said it was like 2 cars. That means she hit that baby so hard. There's no way in the world that 6-year-old could have survived. At the same time, why are you going that fast in a residential neighborhood? You have folks that go through these little streets in these residential neighborhoods. That's how people get hurt. Okay, they got their foot on the pedal and ain't even supposed to be behind a wheel because your license is already suspended. Okay, and if you look at her mugshot, she don't look like she got a worry in the world. Now I'm sure she's out. Her name was Kenyante. Kenyante got y'all. She don't look like, now you just, I don't know if that's let me see something, because it kind of bothers me when a child has just been hit and somebody can take a mugshot like that, unless it's an old mugshot, like it ain't a care in the world. They probably gonna charge her ass later on with something. Okay, let's see. She was released yesterday. Yeah, y'all, it's something. That's her new mugshot. That girl ain't got a damn care in the world. You just killed a baby. You take a mugshot and you looking contrite. Like, he shouldn't have ran out in front of me. Most people, you see the distraughtness on their face when they just do something like that, like the worry, like like even if it's not their fault, they are troubled, and you could tell in that picture this girl ain't got a damn care in the world. And y'all, her bond was $10,000, so she got out for $1,000. Okay. Let's see something. And maybe the child did run out in front of her. I know she was not trying to hit the child, but at the same time, why would you be going that fast? You ain't even supposed to be behind the wheel in a residential neighborhood. You got your license took for something. I bet you she got a lot of driving charges. That's what I'm getting ready to pull up. Y'all hit the like button. Let me see. I hate it when I can't remember my passwords. Hold on, give me a moment. Hold on, you all. Hold on, I'm unable to pull it up right now. Y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, I couldn't remember my password. It says I'm locked out for 15 minutes, so I can never remember nothing. So we'll check again. She is out at home. I work with her sister. She stayed there. The kid died in her arms. Oh, wow. He says most of Memphis has no insurance. That's why the city put speed bumps in my old neighborhood. I couldn't even watch the video, probably too busy texting some ninja or leaving a sneaky link. She is out and at home. I work with her sister. She stayed there. The kid died in her arms. Oh, wow. It's sad, and it goes to show, though, that she was driving fast, right? That's what people don't understand. Like, even with hit and runs, if you are not going fast, you might strike somebody, but if you're not going real fast, especially in these residential neighborhoods, I am very careful about when I'm driving through residential neighborhoods because I know kids can jump out at any moment. People not paying attention. I'm really careful. I am. I'll never forget one day, me and my girls used to go walking all the time. We used to go walking. Okay. And one of my daughters, and she was right there. They was walking, I always made them walk on the inside. But we was getting ready to cross the street to go back into our neighborhood. And I'll never forget, it was a car, like a young dude. He just started driving real, real slow. Okay, because we were still in a residential area. He was just driving he just started driving real slow. And I'm so glad that he did that, because as soon as my baby saw the street, we was ready to cross the street to our street, she just jumped over from the other side of me and just ran across the street. If he had been going fast, he would have hit her. Okay, he would have. Y'all know I got her butt. But I said that to say this: kids will, and I was right there, will do things because they are kids. But I'm glad that he was thoughtful enough to see us walking. He came up behind us and just started going slow. He didn't just start flying through there, because as soon as she saw we had gotten back to our street for us to cross the street, she just jumped and crossed the street, right? But he was going slow. She ran out basically right in front of him, right? So yeah, you have to constantly watch kids, but people need to be very cognizant, especially of when they are driving in residential neighborhoods, because you got animals and stuff. They roam their neighborhoods. They're subject to run out, So even if a child runs out in front of you and you hit them, if you are not going real fast, they can survive. They could possibly survive. Okay, they could possibly survive. And that's absolutely true. It is too many potholes in Memphis to be driving fast, because you will tear your car up. You'll tear your car up. So that's sad. Okay, I know she wasn't trying to hit the child, but at the same time, don't be driving fast in residential neighborhoods, or even if you're not in residential neighborhoods, because suppose you going that fast, you hit another car, you might kill yourself. People have wrecks all the time. If they're going fast, real fast, a lot of times, that's why you see drunk drivers that go fast. The impact of how hard the impact is, it might kill both drivers. But if you driving and you ain't driving too fast, you hit another car, you probably will survive, more than likely. I don't understand why people want to go so fast. It's better to arrive than late than not to arrive at all. Okay, because either you're going to take yourself out or you're going to take some innocent person out. Okay, so people need to think about that. And I wish the police would give these ninjas more tickets and shit. They need to. A lot of times you could be going so fast that they will take you to jail. Okay, because it's like I forget the charge, deadly. I forget what they call it. Hold on one second, you guys. Y'all, they said we're going to have some severe thunderstorms on Sunday. Okay, I think this is I think this happened last night. I do know that they said somebody was killed on Kerr Street last night. Like, y'all, this is all of the stuff that is going on in Memphis.
Getting you started with breaking news out of South Memphis tonight. Police say a boy has been shot in the 800 block of Kerr and rushed to the hospital. Sad to say the little guy did not survive. Investigators have no information on a suspect and are asking anyone with information to contact Crime Stop.
Okay, so that was on Kerr Street. It's a lot of older people live on Kerr Street now. That's sad. I saw that. I don't know if Blackwood News was out there. Let me see. I think Blackwood News was out there. Y'all know he gets more information than the news media. I think he was on Kerr Street. Okay, he was out there.
On active. Oh, they still putting up. We're live on East Parkway at the Marathon gas station, man, where at least one person has been shot. Look, he don't know what's going on. Oh, the Memphis weekend is here, man. Here we go. It does not stop. NG's out here. Where a person has been shot at this gas station, man.
So they're saying at that gas station, a woman was shot. Hold on. But it was a young man that was killed on Kerr Street. It says, "Oh, this was another shooting at Kerr in Mississippi."
This is crazy, y'all. The Memphis weekend is here. Y'all check on your people. They got the NGs out here. Only on Black News. Damn, y'all.
So that was in the same area. So right after the woman was shot, 15. Okay. So right after they shot the woman, that was in the same neighborhood, like right there together, like minutes apart or seconds apart. 6:46 p.m. Then the boy was shot at 6:57 p.m. So I mean, they were all it happened within minutes apart. So I wonder if it was related because they shot the lady first, then they went and killed a teenage boy right there, all in that same area. So I don't know. It's like I said, it's crazy. The National Guard was patrolling that area heavily. Okay. But they didn't want that was keeping crime down. So they didn't like that. The Memphis politicians didn't like that. A lot of them didn't like it. How dare them keep crime down and not send the federal dollars for us to be able to distribute them to who we want to so that we can get a kickback. Okay. That's how they feel. Okay,
Oh,
this is
come
where the
on,
young
Memphis.
boy was shot.
Then we're live in South Memphis right now on Kerr in Mississippi, where a man has been shot. It could be deadly, man. Bro, this is crazy. The city active as hell, man. We in South Memphis right now, where a man has been shot on Kerr. Y'all check on your people. This is crazy, y'all. I'm barely off the other scene. The folks hit me up while I'm leaving the other scene, y'all. I can't make this up. We in the South. Just, man. It's warming up, y'all. I told y'all, bro, this is crazy. It's Friday the 13th. Only on Blackwood News. Look, the NGs are out here too, man. These guys are everywhere. They working the hell out these National Guards, man. All these National Guards members are getting their money worth, man. They're at every scene. They're helping out MPD. They're doing the best they can do, man. But hey, it's about to heat up, man. No cap. We on Mississippi and Kerr, where a man has been shot.
Y'all hold on.
Y'all see where we at, man. Another shoe. We on Kerr. I damn near want to head the other way, man. I can't see nothing from right here. I can't see nothing from right here, man. The Memphis weekend is here. Y'all check on your people in the South. We on Mississippi and Kerr, where a man has been shot. Man, it don't stop, y'all. What is going on? The sad thing is, it's just getting started, y'all. I know how my city is. No cap, bro. When everybody outside and it's warming up, it's feeling good, man. These folks popping out, man. They don't give a damn who in the city. All these folks in the city, ain't nothing happen. Ain't nothing, man. Come on, bro. Don't get me started, bro. Them folks talking all this stuff. Crazy, y'all. On Black News. We're live on Kerr in Mississippi right now, where a man has been shot. I could ease up, because the crime scene tape ain't right here. I could ease up, no cap, y'all. Yep, it's getting hot outside, man. It's supposed to be beautiful tomorrow, too. I could ease up, no cap. They say there's a body in the street, but I'm not sure. Oh, man. You got me. All right. I ain't even see you in there, ho, bro. No cap. He got me, man. All right. I ain't even see him in there, ho, bro. No cap out finna ease up. I'm flat. He got me. Damn. It's all good, Twitch. Damn. He flat my ass quick. Y'all know I'm finna ease up there. He said, you good right there. Hold on, Black News. I tried to ease up. It's over with. He flapped my ass quick. They catching on, man. All these folks catching on, bro. I can't do nothing no more. Only on Black News. Y'all see where we at. We in South Memphis, man. South Parkway, Mississippi. But it happened on Kerr. A man has been shot. 12 right here at the light too, man. Look at big hats in there. That who's them? Now who is these folks? Oh, them the feds. Homeland Security. Damn. The Memphis weekend is here, man. This is back-to-back shoes. This is crazy, y'all. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna try to make my way to the house, man. Y'all see where we at, man. The Memphis weekend is here. We on Mississippi and Kerr. That's where it happened at, where a man has been shot. Y'all check on your people, man. The city back outside, and they cutting up. Oh, I hear sirens. I still hear sirens, y'all. Hold up. Y'all hear that? The South active. The South active, man. We on South Parkway right now. What in the hell's going on in the South? Damn!
Well,
Damn!
that's what SOE2A South Parkway.
My God.
That's he sure do, Ken. That's exactly what he needs to get. A drone.
Oh, it's Friday the 13th, man. And once again, Memphis, y'all be easy. I'm finna get up out of here. Y'all see where we at. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. Another shooting further down? What about? Oh, that's where they headed? Where you at? Where you at? Memphis, raise your expectation. Oh my God, it's another shooting down the road. Are you serious? Oh my God, y'all. I just can't make this up. These folks are active. They said it's another shooting down the street, y'all.
So that's evidently where the lady was shot at, right
Oh
up the
man.
street at the gas station. I wonder if that was related.
We in South Memphis, man. It's a shooting right here. Where a man has been shot on Kerr in Mississippi, man. It's crazy, y'all. Check on your people. We finna get up out of here, man. Only on Blackwood News.
Shout out to Blackwood News. They was active yesterday. I'm wondering because it was in such close proximity, like where the young boy was shot at, the teenage boy was shot. Then they went up to the gas station and shot a lady, which was like 2 minutes away. I mean, it's right there together. So I wonder if they was trying to hit somebody else at the gas station and hit the lady, or were they aiming for the lady? But I mean, it was right there together within minutes. So it would make me believe that it was the same people or something. I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't believe that it was retaliation just that quick. I would believe, I don't know. It, you know. But at any rate, it's sad what is going on, okay? So y'all, in Midtown, there was a shooting yesterday. These are all in close proximity. I wonder if these. Okay, no, that's the same thing. We just looked at that. That's not Midtown. That's South Memphis. Oh, okay. So this is where the lady was shot at. Okay.
Oh, the Memphis weekend is here. We're live on East Parkway in Young right now.
Okay, so that was around
At the
Parkway
Marathon
Young, so that
gas
was a little
station,
ways
where at least
down.
one person has been shot. Active scene, NGs,
they
state
weren't
troopers,
that close.
everybody out
They
here right
weren't.
now.
Okay.
Where they done just let it off in Midtown, man. We right here by the stadium. We right here by the Liberty Bowl, man. Damn, y'all.
Somebody
Big
said
hat.
that's the Orange Mound area. Somebody posted
They
that
putting
that
up over here
is the
now.
Orange Mound area. Let me see. Who in here from? Is that the Orange Mound area? Somebody posted in the comments that that's the mound where the lady was shot at Parkway and Young. I don't know. Do Orange Mound do Parkway go down that far? I believe it do. I don't know though. Somebody from the Orange Mound area help me out. Is that the Orange Mound area?
Y'all check on your people at the Marathon gas station. Well, they done just let it off, man. It does not stop. Only on Blackwood News. They active on the little side street over there too, y'all. I don't know what's popping off. Matter Bus, I see you. Oh, the Memphis weekend is here. We on East Parkway and Young. Well, they done just let it off, man. Y'all check on your people. Only on Blackwood News. The NGs are out here heavy. These guys are everywhere, man. Oh, they over there on that side street too. Hey, I ain't gonna see me. And they heavy over there too, y'all. We in Midtown. Y'all check on your people, man. Only on Blackwood News. Damn, NGs everywhere. These guys are walking the block. But they didn't just let it off, man. At the Marathon gas
In
station
Young area.
on
Okay.
East Parkway in Young, in the
Hey,
middle of
Black Barbie.
Midtown Memphis. NG's out here only on Blackwood News. This is crazy, man. It's Friday the 13th, man. Hey, they over here too. I'm finna go over here. Because when I pulled up, the folks over here heavy. Oh, yeah. Ooh, they over there too, y'all. Only on Blackwood News. Let's go see what the hell's going on, man. It's going down in Midtown Memphis right now. But they didn't let it off at the gas station, and they active over here. What's good is this? Oh, Oliver. Oh, we on Oliver. This is crazy, y'all. The Memphis weekend is here. Here we go, man. I just can't make this up. And it's feeling good, too. Y'all check on your people. We all around Midtown Memphis right now. We on Oliver. But they heavy over here, too. Only on Blackwood News. Oh, my God. Damn. These folks out here. Out here. going down in Midtown. It's going down in Midtown right now. That's fugitive. Hell yeah. FBI, everybody. Damn. Oh, the weekend is here, man. These guys are everywhere. Only on Blackwood News. We're in the middle of Midtown Memphis right now. We're looking for surveillance cameras. Oh, ooh, actor. I'm finna go this way. We're on Oliver right now, guys. Already doing good. HSI out here. This is crazy. Y'all check on your people. I'm finna head back around here to the store, man. The NG is hopping in the minivan. Only on Blackwood News. I'm on East Parkway right now, where a man has been shot at the stove. I hit the block.
It's up the that's up the street from Orange Mound. If I'm not mistaken, that takes you right into Orange Mound.
It's Friday
when you go
the
over that
13th,
bridge,
man.
right?
The Memphis weekend is here. Oh, it's a lot going on too. Y'all better go follow me.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the area in Kevin. It takes you right into Orange Mound. Like after you go over that bridge, you in Orange Mound. Like that street, Orange Mound is like right up the street from there. But that is Midtown.
Man, it's a lot of events. It's a lot going on.
Like
oh
right
man, we popping out. Ooh, we popping out. Memphis back outside with it. Let's go. Nah. Hey, in the hospital. Somebody got shot. Somebody got shot. Yeah. I think they tried to find him over there or something. But it happened right here. Yeah. All right, y'all. Only on Blackwood News. The neighbors riding by. They don't know what's going on. Only on Blackwood News. What a scene. We right in front of the stadium, man. Right here at this gas station where a person has been shot. What it do, bro? Only on Blackwood News. Only on Blackwood News.
Y'all hit the like button.
Let's go. Y'all see where we at? I'm finna get up out of here. It's the weekend. It's Friday the 13th. Come on, man. Y'all chill. Y'all be easy tonight, man. Come on. Only on Blackwood News. I'm gone.
Shout out to Blackwood News, being out there. He definitely outside in the trenches. Um, hold on, you all. Okay, y'all. So this is the baby, y'all. This is the baby that was hit. Shout out to Blackwood News. This is the baby that was hit, you guys. Right here. This is the little boy that was struck on Whitney Street that we was talking about earlier. Oh God, y'all. So that's the actual scene of what happened. That's the video showing him playing kickball in his driveway. Now, I hope that it does not actually show the impact. Let me make sure it don't show the impact because I don't think that I don't want to see it. Because I'm starting to hyperventilate. I hope that this is not the whole video of it, but that's the video of the little boy getting hit. Y'all see he was playing kickball in the driveway. I hope it didn't show. Okay, it didn't show it. It shows him getting out of view, okay? So it won't show the actual situation. He looked back. You could tell he looked back when the ball went out in the street.
Good morning. How old are you, Kanat? What's your name? Kanat what? Kanat Tommy.
Oh wow. That's so sad. I know she wasn't trying to hit him, but it's just so sad. He was just playing like any other kid would. And things happen instantly. They happen instantly. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. It is. It's really sad. It really is. And so I think we have to he was a baby. I don't know. I don't know. Um I don't know. Who's to say? I don't know. I don't know what to say. I really don't even have any judgment at this point, other than to say I just hate that it happened. That's all I can say. You could tell he thought about it. I wish he had went and got his mama or something. I don't know. The ball bounced over across the street. I just don't. I don't know. I don't. I always say though, sometimes when we're driving, we have to. It's sad that we have to drive for and look out for other people. Like even with other cars, you have to constantly pay attention because they'll yank over on you. They will. And I guess we just got to be more vigilant, and kids, and it's not any judgment on the parents or anything, but I think what we got to start doing is like, and I'm guilty of it too, because I used to do it too sometimes, but like with my mom and them, we always had to play in the backyard because they didn't want just then we had to worry about people stopping and snatching kids out of the front yard, so we always had to play in the backyard. And maybe that's what we got to get back to doing. Hey, but it's not any judgment on the family either. It's just so sad. It really is. So um let's see. Um they said the lady that was shot at Cooper and Young was critically injured. And they saying that a family is mourning the death of a woman that was accidentally shot by her son. And this was in Memphis too. Hey, Diane. Let's see.
The future of home shopping is here, and it's only on Homes.com. Introducing Homes AI, a revolutionary consultative home search advisor, expertly guiding you through your home shopping experience. Ready to see what you will find with Homes AI?
This woman is speaking out for the very first time following the death of her daughter. This behind me is a look at the scene played out Friday, in fact, a week ago today. According to police, the woman was accidentally shot and killed, sadly, by her own 4-year-old son. Our Brielle Brown joining us live after speaking with the victim's mother. Brielle, as you can imagine, this family is just torn apart, but they also say they still have a lot of questions for police.
Yeah, that's right, Zanette. And as a matter of fact, this is where that tragedy unfolded. I had the chance to speak with Ashley Kimmons' mother, and she told me that she found out about her daughter's death through social media. Now, her number one question is why? Why did this happen to her daughter?
I kept on saying, no, that's not her. That's not her. I prayed the whole time. I seen the picture to the time I got to the scene, hoping it wasn't her, but it was her.
Through tears of confusion and heartbreak, this mother says memories are all she has left of her oldest daughter.
She just my first everything. She the one made me a mama. She's the one made me a grandmama.
Ashley Kimmons was found dead last Friday on Shelby Drive after police say one of her children accidentally got a hold of a gun and pulled the trigger. Her mother, Carolyn Hamer, says she grew worried when the school called her about her grandchildren needing to be picked up. And afterwards, she saw a truck that looked like her daughter's on a Facebook post saying someone had been shot. She says that's when her intuition kicked in.
Some just told me I had just went down Riverdale. Some was just telling me just turn around and just go see if that's her truck. That's when I seen my son-in-law, and he ran to me, and that's when I really knew it was her, because the way he ran to me and broke down, and I kept asking where my daughter was, he kept saying, he kept on saying her name.
She says it's hard for the entire family to wrap their head around what happened on her daughter's 16th birthday.
My grandbaby turned 16. My daughter was so proud. She had a 16-year-old. She had just said it. That's all she was talking about. My baby turned 16 Friday.
Fighting to stay strong for her entire family, Hamer says what the family needs the most is prayer and support for her grandchildren and son-in-law, who is now missing time for work to tend to his grieving children.
We're going to stick together as a family, and we're going to raise my grandkids. Whatever I need to do or whatever needs to be done for them, that's what we're going to do.
That's sad. A 4-year-old. Wow. Wow, y'all. This is, I tell you. It's sad. It is. It's really sad. I think they said that the child was 4. Gun safety is very real. People have to. Gun ownership. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they do. They be flying. They do. And I'm sure he just, I don't know if she, I don't know. Maybe she wasn't paying attention. I don't know. That's how did a 4-year-old get his hands on a gun? It's really sad. Um, I wanted to show this. I think this happened in Covington. I'm looking for the situation that happened in Covington. Where there was a violent home invasion. I don't see it anymore. Um, maybe they removed it. I don't know. There was a violent home invasion in Covington where some people bust in on a family and demanded some money, and they started stomping one of the family members that was there. I always say, I don't know what the situation is. I don't know what the situation is with that, but I know that people have to be very careful. It could have been just a random, isolated incident, but I think that people, I'm just saying this, I'm just randomly saying this, have to be very careful about if they are affiliated with people in the street or if they are in the street. And people think that they got money or something like that because, or they got a stash somewhere. And this may not even have anything to do with this situation, but you have to be very, very careful about that because I can remember. That's why I always talk about how dangerous it is for these young men and women to be in the street because you have a lot of women that are in the street now. They hustle, you know. And I can remember many years ago I was pregnant and a similar situation had happened with um with my at my auntie's house. I can remember it because I was 9 months pregnant with my oldest baby, and they kicked her door in. And it's funny because one of the neighbors said that they saw two guys, walking up and down the street. They normally case the house before they kick it in, and the exact same thing happened. They was talking about some money. My auntie is passed on, gone on to be with the Lord or whatever now, or not, or whatever she is, because she was that was like our family house, and she took care of all the children. It was my great aunt. She took care of all the kids on the street. All the kids came and sat in her floor and ate. She cooked for the whole neighborhoods. But unfortunately, a lot of my cousins and stuff, they just got in the street heavy, and the exact same thing happened. They was talking about some money, and it's weird because I can remember. I can remember when he got there, like when my auntie and them, they were so upset because it was women in the house too. Okay, there were women that were young, my young cousins. Um, so there were women in the house, and so you have to, these men have to be very careful about what they do. Okay, it just ain't good to be in the street and stuff. Okay, it's just not, because you bring that type of energy, to your family. And there was always a lot of talk about who it could have been. They never, he might have known, because when he finally got there, because he wasn't even living there, it was his mama's house. He was always with some girl. When he got there, he was really he was really solemn. You know what I mean? Like he was just really, it was just really weird how still he was when he finally got there. He wouldn't even go in the house, as a matter of fact, because he didn't want to see the damage. They tried to go up in ceiling, not ceiling, but I guess the attic of the house and fell through the attic. Because you know how light that could be, just tore the whole house up. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm so happy my sister was not there that day because my little sister used to always spend the night down there with my cousins. Like I said, that was the family house where everybody would stay, you know. So I really think that they had intentions on killing them, you know. I do. I think they had intentions on killing at least one of them or holding somebody hostage because I remember at the time my cousin AJ, the exact same age as my sister. Like I said, my daughter is 28 now. I'm kind of thinking about that situation. And AJ was about 10 years old. I remember AJ said when they had everybody laying in the floor, this is why I say these dudes in the street need to get out of the street. They do. They need to get out of the street. And he was right there by the door. And AJ said they kept saying, we're not going to hurt no kids. We're not going to hurt no kids. But it was women in that house. It was young women in that house. Okay. And so that's why I say these men have to, these so-called dope boys have to be careful about what they bring to their house or what they do. Okay. And anyways, AJ said that, you know, it was young women in that house. It was young girls in that house. And so he said that it was two of them. One of them was focused on kind of watching the kids and keeping them calm. And it was, you know, my older cousin, he was in the house, my cousin's brother. And so they kind of did him the same way. You know, I guess they thought they could beat something out of him. And then one of them was focused on them young women in their house. And so you have to be careful about stuff like that. But AJ said he said he was 10 years old. If he turned his back one more time, I'm gonna run out. And that's what he did because he was by the door. And he said it's funny because they said that they were the police. I think people people need to get kind of trained on that because my cousin was asleep and he said when they bust, he was asleep in the back and they complied. Like they put handcuffs on him, on the women. It was more women in there. He said when they walked into that bedroom and he looked at them, he knew it was not the police. He said he wished he had slept in the front. He wished he had slept in the front. He said because when they came in there and woke him up talking about the police, he said he when he got up, my aunt said that the gun that he had, she had just took it from him because he would act a fool. He was a fool. And she said he would sleep with it by his side. And she had just took it from him. But I mean, it wasn't nothing gonna happen, but he was probably gonna end up dead when they saw that gun. You know, but he said when he looked at him, when they woke him up talking about the police, he knew it wasn't. And he didn't know where my auntie had put the gun from at, but he wouldn't let them handcuff him because he knew it was not the police. You know, so that's why I say these dudes are in the street like that, and they were in the street heavy. And folks think they think you got something and they want it. They will try and terrorize your family. Now, what my auntie and my cousins and them would have to do with that, I don't know. I guess they thought he would keep a stash at his mama house. He did not. But what he did do was they always kept a lot of company because I that's why I don't like men that are hang around guys that they think they got money. They stay on their knees, you know. It would be a lot of company, but it was just the dudes in the neighborhood, right? It was just the dudes in the neighborhood. That's why they knew it had to have been somebody in the neighborhood. And so my auntie said she only got concerned when one of them snatched his mask off, right? He snatched his mask off because he got frustrated that they could not find any money. And that's another thing. When people start taking their mask off, them and showing their faces, that means that they're gonna kill you. He didn't plan. They didn't plan at that point. They had gotten so frustrated. I don't think they was gonna leave nobody alive, not even the children, because those kids were old enough to remember. And so what AJ did was he got him and ran out. And one of them said one of them kids just got out the door, and he said he could hear them looking for him, but he ran like 3 houses down and ran and got up under a car. So they couldn't find him. He said he could hear them getting close sometimes, but they just couldn't find him because he was so little and he was up under a car. And so that's the only thing that made them leave that house without killing anybody, because they thought that he had gotten into a house and the police would be coming at any time. I think that was a lesson to my cousins too, because they always kept a lot of dudes around them. Because, you know, unfortunately, the dudes that they think that's getting some money, other dudes just like groupies too. Okay, they be just like groupies. They be wanting to be around it too. But there were young women in that house, and he needed to. If he felt a certain way, his motherfucking ass needed to feel a certain way, because he never should have had whatever he had going on. It never should have been brought to my auntie's house anyways. Okay, and it was several of them. Okay, so that situation in Covington is usually always people that you know. Okay, now at the time, okay, my cousin was living with that Bovan girl, and I like her. Okay, but if they really wanted something from him, why didn't they go over there? They lived in a nice house around the Whitehaven area. You know, that was always a real weird type situation, you know, to me. And it's usually always the people, somebody that you know. Because I remember, like, one of my cousins, she was so traumatized. They was having an outing at our house, at my auntie's house one time. And she said, I swear that looked like that guy that came in that house. And she said he got out the car, he was dabbing up my cousins and stuff. You know, what's up? She said, I swear it looked like him. I swear it was him. But he was just happy and dapping them up. This is after it happened. People that grin right in your face will break into your house and kill your whole family and terrorize your family and try and rape the little girls too. Okay. So that's why these young dudes need to get out of the street and get into something legit. Okay. It just ain't worth it. Ain't nobody in Memphis with they dogmatic asses letting nobody have nothing. Okay, if they think they can kill you and take it, it's like a repetitive cycle. They so damn stupid and such crackheads, they don't realize that there's going to be some type of retaliatory situations, but they so dumb that they feel like that they can break into your house and kill your mama and your sister and your family and take your stash, and they think they're going to live happily ever after, and they already know that the stash ain't even big enough for them to get their stupid asses up out of town. And then it's a retaliatory situation because the people go right back, okay, to their family and do the exact same thing because hey, it's like a repetitive cycle. These dudes, and it's been happening forever. Okay, these dudes need to get their asses out of the street, okay, and get themselves into something legit. All right, it's a damn shame when you start seeing these dudes and they talking about they old and they still selling dope. Okay, you've been selling dope for 30 years. You stupid. That means you dumb. Why would a woman even want you? You ain't even smart enough to take the money and put it into something legit. You ain't even smart enough to wash the money and get out of the situation. You just an old damn fool. Okay, these dudes need to do something better. Okay, to protect themselves and to protect their families. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. That's right. Strangers don't move like that. You know, especially in that neighborhood. That's around the Tulane area. Anything new that comes in that area, people are going to recognize it anyways. Just like, yeah, people are going to recognize it. They normally case the house out days, okay, before they hit it. It's funny because my auntie said, she said, I remember my auntie saying it was a guy that came to this house with one of my cousins. She said, and he had never been in my house before. She said, but he was looking all around. He was looking down the hallways and stuff as if he was trying to see the layout of the house, as like he was trying to see the layout of the house or whatever. Black Barbie says criminal, but this was like, my daughter is like 27. So this was like 27 years ago. Or 28, because I was 9 months pregnant. Black Barbie says criminals live for right now, not long term. Because, and then that's how, I remember the officer saying, so it was two of them. And I remember the officer saying, when they came and they was talking to the women and all of that, the girl, the women and stuff. And so I remember one of the police officers saying, because there was one of them was saying, we came to do a job. We didn't come here to be bothering these women. He kept saying that to the other one. Right. And so I remember we was all sitting out there because they called everybody, down to the family house. And so I remember one of the officers saying, the one that was saying that, he's probably what did he say? He's probably skilled or a professional. Okay. The one that was saying that's probably professional, the one that was trying to assault the women, he said he would probably be easier to find. Okay. The other one, and he'll tell on the other one. The other one was probably a professional. The other one was probably more than likely a tag along, and he would be easier to catch, to find. Okay, because most professionals don't go in trying to do nothing but get some money. What they go for, they ain't studying the women, the children, none of that. But I think my cousin saved their life. I think that was a turning point too, for my cousins that was out in the street heavy. They weren't robbing nobody. They was just having money. And they was really flashy with it. And it made them a target. Okay. And they were still stupid for years, but it makes me real proud now to see that they're not old fools. A few of them own car washes. They don't, one of them got a successful club. It's just, I'm really proud of where they came from and where they are now. Okay. It makes me real proud, but that's how I know, like, when stuff like that happens, I'm thinking about that Covington situation, because when I was reading that, it just brought back memories of what had happened almost 30 years ago with my family. It's usually always, especially when they're demanding some type of money and they start beating up some of your family members, saying, yeah, it's usually always somebody that has been in your circle. Okay. Yeah. And I'm not saying anything about the Bovan girl that shout out to her. I love, she's a cool person. Shout out to her. Anyway, I got to get off of here. I got emotional looking at that little boy, that little 6-year-old. That hurt me so bad. I know folks tell me, does she crying? Yes, I do. I cries. I be getting them emotions out, child. It makes me feel better when I feel a certain way, because I love children, and I have a love for seniors, for children, and for young adults. Okay. I have a love for them. That's why I give a lot of grace. I be trying to give a lot of grace to a lot of the young adults that had trouble, they were just teenagers and they were already misguided and troubled. And then they get into their like 20s, early 20s. Okay. And they're still having problems. And you notice, like, usually that's around the time that they mess their lives up now, from the time that they're teenagers all the way up into their early to almost mid-20s, right? Because they're still naive. These old ass fools, I give them hell. Okay. bitch, how you gonna be in your late 30s and 40s and you still out here doing stupid stuff? You gets no grace from me, okay? Not you, but these kids do, okay? These kids do, because a lot of them have not had any guidance at all. So I be wanting them to go and do their time or whatever. They have to go do it, but I still, feel bad that they've messed their lives up, right? Um, Black Barbara says every single day that we woke up in our right state of mind is a new beginning to do better than we did the day before. Everybody deserves a second chance. So it is good that they choose better. Absolutely. I absolutely agree 100%, y'all. I do. I agree. Rest in peace to the 6-year-old baby that lost his life. My heart goes out to the family. My heart goes out to that family so much. My heart goes out to that family. It really do. I got a 3-year-old grandbaby. So I've had children, they're grown now, but they were once 6 years old. They're babies. They play in the yard. I got a nephew that's 9 years old. He's always playing ball, but his thing is in the backyard. Because even when my mother and stuff used to get on me when I would have that my kids be out in the front yard playing. They used to get on me. And we put swings and stuff, and we started putting swing sets and stuff in the backyard to draw them. It's something about the front yard. Kids love to play in the front yard because they like to see the action. But we started putting like swing sets and stuff like that and swimming pools in the backyard to make them want to be back there in the backyard. Okay. And so that's like my nephew's basketball goal and stuff is in the backyard. So and, not only to keep them because when that ball go out in the street, and it's gonna go out in the street if they're playing in the front yard, and it seems harmless, but a lot of times they're not paying attention and stuff. And he thought about it before he went to get that ball. He did. He thought about that. You could tell he thought about it. He didn't go get that ball immediately. He didn't. And I'm sure he thought about it because his folks had told him to do not go in the street because he didn't chase that ball immediately. And I think it's because his folks had told him not to be going in the street and stuff like that. He thought about that. And then he moseyed on down there and decided to sneak probably in the street to get that ball. And you could tell it happened instantly. I wish maybe if he had gone and went out in the street and got it when it first happened, maybe she would not have been coming. She wouldn't have even been coming at that time. And another car would have been paying attention or something and never hit him. And we wouldn't be at this point that we're at now. Now a young angel, 6 years old, never got a chance to live life, is gone back, because I believe we go back to the Creator. So, but hey, I hate that. It hurts, So anyways, y'all, I got to get out of here because I got to go get my lashes and stuff done. They ain't turned my water back on. That pisses me off. Yesterday they said that there was an emergency and they turned the water off, and it was hours before it came back on. Okay. And I have to go to my mama's house and take a shower because I can't go all day and not taking a shower. Okay. I can't do it. I be wanting to get in the shower. I like water. Some people don't. I love water. So I guess what I'm gonna have to do is because I need to go get my lashes and stuff done. I want to go get my face beat today. And my daughter, we're having a birthday dinner for my daughter. Well, we're going to a birthday dinner for her. Her birthday was a couple weeks ago, child, but we're just going to the dinner today. So, I get so tickled by her. I invited her dad and her other siblings on her dad's side. She gonna call me and say, "So, Mom, you invited my daddy?" I said, "Yeah, I did." "So y'all must be trying to get back together or something." I said, "Not even in this life, period. Not on this side of the earth will that ever happen. Not ever. Not in this lifetime. It's funny how kids be having hope for their parents, because she always has said that. So, Mama, you and my daddy on good terms. You must want to get back with him. No, I don't. I don't want your daddy. Okay, I didn't want him when she was just lucky to be here. Bless her little heart. Anyways, you guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in. What y'all got to do today? Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something I made yesterday. I did salmon, a pan-seared salmon with sweet chili sauce. I made a sweet chili sauce with butter, garlic, oregano, parsley, and the chili sauce. I went to the Asian store and got it. It's sweet and it's spicy. And I made a little bit of that and put it on the with green onions on top. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was so freaking good. Y'all know I've been trying to eat healthy. I have been eating healthy, actually. I don't eat like I used to. And I've been taking, yeah, I think those vitamin B's and taking, like, I've been reading about, especially like when you go into that perimenopausal stuff, where it seems like you know, when you start to swell, and it seems like it, because I was at the point, I was like, dog, like, I don't care what I do, like, I cannot lose this weight that I put on. And then, like, I've started reading and stuff, and listening to like doctors talk about the types of things that happen when you're in perimenopause or you're going into their premenopausal type situation. And I've been taking like my vitamin, you get some good vitamin B's, get some iodine, all of that. I've been taking like that cohosh, all of that. Okay, it seems like my body is, and then I've been exercising. I've been going back to my kickboxing class, and then I go to the gym over here where I live at. So it's regulating my body. Okay, it's been regulating my body. Just when I thought, and I remember my doctor said when I went for my pap smear, my doctor was like, I told him, I was like, I'm not regular anymore. And he said, really? He was like, dog. So he took my blood and stuff. He was like, but I'm looking at your test and stuff. Like, you are not in menopause. Like, he was like, I don't know how they can tell. He was like, you still ovulating. You could still get pregnant. Okay. He was like, you're ovulating and you could still get pregnant. So you need to be careful about that, because he was like, it's got to be stress. And I believe that's exactly what it was. Black girl vitamins too. Those black girl vitamins are regular. And it seems like when my hormones are balancing out, and I ain't depressed like I was, it's like that. I don't crave the stuff that I was craving, like that sugar and stuff. I'll be craving soup and fish. It's like my body is just balancing out. I'm regular. I use the restroom like I should. I'm not swollen like I was. It is just absolutely a blessing. And one of the things that I have been talking about I don't even drink coffee like I used to. Y'all know I used to drink coffee all the time. I don't even crave it like that. I crave a lot of water and stuff. I don't even buy those Zero Minute Maid juices anymore. I just be wanting water. That sounds great. I made some salmon the other day, thinking I could have it to myself. Then my grandson demanded on having some. Laugh out loud. I should have anything. I should not have anything to myself because of the kids and kittens. I'm telling you, like, my grandbaby is gonna spend the night with me tonight, so I already know all we're gonna do is just look at Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse. She loved Minnie and Daisy, because she'll say Daisy. She's gonna be so surprised because JCPenney was running a sale on a Daisy Duck, right? Say Daisy. I think she like Daisy more than she like Minnie. But I get her more Minnie Mouse stuff because they have more Minnie Mouse stuff. Like I try to buy her all, just like this morning, I was ordering her some Minnie Mouse jellies. Y'all know it's summertime. Summertime is coming in. So I was ordering her some Minnie Mouse jellies. I was ordering all the winter Minnie Mouse stuff that they put on sale on clearance on Nordstrom's. And I was ordering her some summer stuff, like some Minnie Mouse summer clothes to wear, because she have to be Minnie Moused up, because that's what she love. Okay, so that's what I have to give my baby. I got her a patio set to sit outside with, my patio set, and it is Minnie and Daisy. So when I sit out on the patio, when it gets warmer, she gonna be sitting on her little, I got her a cup too, a Minnie Mouse cup, so she'll be sitting on her little patio set, drinking and looking over at the bridge, and we're gonna go over to the doggy park and stuff. I guess I gotta get her a Minnie Mouse stroller. I think I'm gonna get her a Minnie Mouse stroller so we can go to. But the stroller that I got my puppies, they got a real big stroller, and it's got a place for her to sit in the front. So I think that's how we have to do it. They sit in the back, and she sit in the front. I wish they had a Minnie Mouse one, but I got that one from Temu. I believe somebody be hacking. They do. They gotta be hacking because they just muted me. Okay, and that's what they did. They muted me. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here because I need to go to my mama's house, take a shower so I can go get my face, my eyes and stuff done. Anyways, I love you all. Make sure y'all stay safe today. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I love you all. Y'all be blessed. We'll talk later.